Going to meet Ali, my roommate. First time meeting her. Woo.
I'm Corinna. I'm a new friend.
We just met today.
We are about to walk over and see the ship for the first time, and I'm excited. We've been tracking it for like the past 2 days.
Oh, I think I see the boat, but it's really small.
Oh, it's so weird seeing it. Oh.
What does it say on the backside?
The world is yours.
Yeah.
It'll be a good scene.
We're gonna win. What? We're purple?
Yeah, don't have a lot of purple clothing.
This is so cool seeing it. We just took some photos in front of it and we're just walking around and seeing the whole entire ship. It's so cool. There's a rainbow over there and the ship's right to the right of it. Ah. Good morning. It is an embarkation day of semester at sea. I am all ready. All my bags are packed. Put on mascara. Cried it off already. Can't wait for that to keep on going. Got the bags. Got the bag. And my backpack. Let's go. That first day getting on the ship, I will never forget just like being completely, oh my god, I'm literally crying. Will I be able to do this literally without crying? Oh my god. Okay. This is so crazy. Oh my god. I'm almost boarding the ship. This is crazy. I remember stepping on the ship for the first time and it literally all seems like a blur. Like I remember seeing it and being like, holy shit, this place is actually real. And I remember you got like rushed into like the union and they gave you like all your paperwork, all your classes stuff, and then they're like, here's your room. I'm going down my hallway to my room for the first time. I'm so excited. This is crazy. So excited! I'm just gonna cry! We made it! Wait, this is so exciting. Guys, I don't think I'll be able to tell this story without crying. That day we just like all moved in and then we all like walked around the ship. When we first got on the ship in Amsterdam, the first 2 days were just filled with orientation and they were the longest days of my life when you're trying to like make friends and hang out with people. So you would wake up at like 6 a.m. to begin things and then you wouldn't go to bed until like 2 a.m. because everyone was just hanging out, playing cards, doing stuff. The best way that I could explain those first few days was it felt like you were a freshman in college again, living in a dorm, and everyone was just like around each other all the time wanting to hang out. Good morning. It is really early in the morning. The ship is finally leaving. It is almost 8 a.m. We're leaving the port. I'm gonna cry, I feel like. Not zooming in on our faces. It's happening. Aww. Get yourself two emotional roommates. I don't know how to feel over my parents. If I can't cry over my own mom, I'll cry over yours.
Have fun! No.
Our first leg of the trip then was 6 days in between the time we went from Amsterdam to Lisbon. And at first everyone's like, oh my god, 6 days, this is the longest amount of time ever. But now, looking back to about like what meant the most to me, I think it is like the time that we got to spend on the ship. And those 6 days like were so important and so valuable because it immediately gave us the time to just connect and make friends and hang out with one another. And those 6 days with those people were more undivided time and attention than what you usually get with friends in like a whole month, because it's just constantly you're with them. There's no time apart. You're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, going to class together, going to ship events together. You're literally doing everything with those people. So that time that you spent with those people, because you are disconnected from society and all you're getting is their attention, you're not getting someone half looking at their screen, half looking at you, is so special. And the bond that you create is so strong because it's built on this like deep attentiveness and like desire to want to get to know who you are. When you have this common ground of being open to others and the world and traveling, it's such like a stable foundation to build a friendship on. So that first leg of the ship, I don't think I've ever looked at the ocean more in my life. I was just so amazed and starstruck to be sailing, and it was just a really cool experience. Look out any window and just see miles and miles and miles of open sea. It was just literally a fairy tale. And we had Liliana's birthday that first stretch, which was really fun. We all got dressed up. Guess what tonight is? Our first drink night. Let's go, baby. Oh, this is how they do it, by the way. You have a beverage card that you pay for and you get signatures every time you get a drink, and yeah, that's how it's done. Which we thought was the coolest thing ever. We were like, oh my god, we get a drink, but they basically blue ball you. You get 2 glasses of wine or 2 beers. It was also honestly straight from the beginning that I started really connecting with certain individuals, realizing who I love spending time with. And my friend Justin was one of those people, like we would just have dinner together and hang out, and it was just like one of those people where from like the first moment I met him, our like senses of humor just clicked instantly, and I knew he was going to be someone that I could like always look to while on the voyage. And I'm crying talking about Justin. And honestly, from the start, Justin was one of those people that like our relationship really dug deep really fast, and it was like so genuine and authentic. And that's all I'll say about Justin now, because I want to cry.
See y'all tomorrow.
Why'd you say that?
We do that. Guys, it was a pleasure. It's a life in the day of Jay Holland.
Day in the life.
Life in the day of Justin.
Hi, Justin. Today is the first day of class at Semester at Sea. It doesn't matter that it's a Sunday. We still have class every single day that we are on the ship. The classes are in this room. It's a pretty cool room.
Have a great rest of the day, everybody.
We just ended global studies. We're in class right now. Since we don't have internet connection, you can't just like text someone, where are you? There's a thing called Sea Chat in which everyone's on and there's different channels. We just cleaned our rooms, which is so nice. They clean your bathroom and they clean your room and like make your bed and everything.
I'm losing my snack bar virginity. All right, let's do this bad boy. I really will never forget the first time pulling into our first port. It was in Lisbon. Everyone was so energized and so excited to be there. Everyone was on the top deck, and we pulled under this bridge that looks like the Golden Gate Bridge. And then there was, no joke, the most beautiful sunrise of my whole entire life. It was stunning. It just made me so happy. Like, we were arriving to our first port. There was this beautiful sunrise. I was just so excited to get off the ship and go to a country. It was just such a good welcome to Lisbon. And then we get there, all of us girlies get off the ship all dressed all cute. No idea what we are doing. No plan. We were just raw dogging it that day. And we start walking. Who knew? Lisbon is like a Stairmaster in real life. And then we end up finding this really beautiful brunch place. And of course we got like pictures of sangria. There's this beautiful view. And we just sat at that lunch for like 2.5 hours just all talking, all hanging out. And then we went on a tuk-tuk tour that day. We stopped at all these places around Lisbon. We had these chocolate liquor shots, and that was just delicious. I think the craziest part throughout this whole journey is like you will be in a random city, in a random town, in a random restaurant, and you ran into kids from Semester at Sea, and every time you did it was like, oh my god, hey. It just goes to show the world is so small, and you'll always find a piece of home regardless of where you are. Oh, that first night out then, oh my gosh, we were all so excited. There's like this group photo of all of us in front of the ship. We all dressed up so cutely, so nicely. For the story, the club itself was not fun. It was like the people who were there that made it really, really fun.
So tell me how you're not Johnny Appleseed. You feed the love through Apple.
7 in the morning or something like that, and we are doing our first little day trip, but not really a day trip. It's a 2-day thing. We're going to Lagos with a ton of people. There's so many people that are going. We're about to get in Ubers and head to the bus station to then go on a 4-hour bus ride.
We get there, the rest of the girls were like, we don't know if they're gonna make it. Like, is anyone gonna make it? Grace is so sick. Grace literally leaves. We all get on the bus, and then Grace comes like running back. She's like, no, I'm fine. Like, I told my taxi driver to turn around. I'm like coming to Lagos. So we're on this 4-hour bus ride. People are down bad, and then we made it to Lagos, and I get a migraine. Maggie's like throwing up. Grace is like throwing up. Emma and Ellie left their like Louis Vuitton bag and passport on the bus, so they like dropped their bags and we're sprinting after the bus. And this is like our first time traveling, so we're like, oh my god, this is a shit show. Then we end up at the best place in the world, Beats and Burritos, and it was like home. I'm not kidding. This one place we went to first just reminded me of Black's Beach, so to be honest, I wasn't like impressed. I was like, this kind of feels like home. But then that puts into perspective, once you start traveling, you do kind of start comparing everything to each other, and it's easy to like not see the beauty in it. But all my friends are like, this is beautiful, because they've never seen anything like that. So what I've learned kind of throughout Semester at Sea is you have to take everything as something new, and you can't really compare. Comparison is the thief of joy. You just have to like look at everything with a like new fresh eye and be appreciative of its beauty. Like, if you live on a beach every day, it's easy to forget the beauty of it, but it's still just as beautiful. It's just like your perspective of it has changed. We had a boat day the next day, and it was really fun because we thought we were showing up to like this nice boat, like woo. Jacob literally dressed as if we were going on a yacht, and then we get on this phone that is so unstable. We were all like, oh my god. And we went to the Microsoft backdrop location to jump off, and the water was freezing, but we got to swim around, and it was just so happy and so fun. Went and got some drinks and some lunch, and they had those blow up obstacle courses in the water, and we played like Survivor and all these things. And that was probably one of the happiest moments in my life, just like running around like little kids with like 15 of your friends trying to push each other and deck each other off this obstacle course. It was just so much fun. And then we like went out again at that night to like a few bars, and it was just like a really fun night. Once again, we go on this sunset cruise. That was not what we expected.
It's a very important.
The next day.
Hey guys, so right now we're on a hike up to the castle.
How'd I get this thing to record? What? Is it on? Is this thing on?
Princess from Kansas at Peanut Palace.
We're at Peanut Palace. Say hi to your mom. Hi mom, love you.
We spent the day there. Then we ended up leaving and had this like really cool lunch where they put all the food dishes out in front of you, so it was a visual menu that you got to choose from. At the sangria was so good. That night was also one of the most memorable nights and one of my favorite nights. I was up on the front of the ship, all just sitting in a circle, playing with our heads in a circle, looking up at the stars, listening to sad music, just singing.
Where are we looking?
The one shining bright light.
That would be a star.
We're on the back of the boat right now. Why'd you do that? And I was crying, of course, because I was just so appreciative of like everything that had happened so far. And to think that that was only 10 days is crazy, because it was like a lifetime of happiness and good memories. That was like a really beautiful, emotional night where it's just like connecting with people, some that I didn't even know. That was Portugal and the start of semester at sea.
I've been living on a ship now for a few weeks. Ship life is something incredible, and it is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A day lasts longer than a week on the World Odyssey, but still, the weeks seem to be flying by. Every day is something new. You meet a new person, you make a new memory. You change who you are and what you believe in. This is a formulation of random ship moments. Whether big or small, it was still a moment that is a part of this story. My story.
Why were you crying?
I was crying because it was one of those moments in life when you like take yourself out of it and you're like, holy fuck, like this makes me really happy. That was like a really pure moment. So I was crying. That was the second time this week where it was one of those moments where it's like, whoa, I'm really happy.
No.
So that was my story.
Watching some dolphins.
They're not dolphins.
Megan, they're fish.
They're Scandinavian dolphins.
They're playing.
Liliana.
5, 4, 3,
Morning from Morocco. We just got into the port of Casablanca.
It was definitely a bit of a culture shock. It was something that I've never really seen before, like the environment of that city.
We are in Casablanca, train station.
Every time you'd pass another train, because like the windows had gaps in them, you'd get like absolutely blasted by like air, and it was just a really cool experience. Felt like something that was just out of a movie, honestly. The bathrooms, some of them didn't even have toilets. It was just a hole where you could see straight down to the train tracks. So it was just so interesting, so different. We were like, this is fun. Like, you have to just tap into this experience. This is something that I've never experienced before, and yeah, I could be scared. Yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but this is cool. And then boom, we show up to this Love Island villa.
It's like genuinely the craziest, coolest place I've ever seen in my whole entire life. This place is unreal.
They're kind of sweet.
Yeah. We're planning a secret Love Island.
Oh yeah,
Get ready. We have an at-home chef, and she made us Moroccan dinner.
Faces, new people, new places, and new experiences.
And you really just got to know like people's life dreams and aspirations.
We are going on a guided tour around the actual city and shops and all of that. This place is like crazy to wake up to.
These souks are once again just out of a movie, dude. It was so cool. I can't even like explain that environment of just like shops and objects everywhere. The souks were just like a really incredible experience, and I think that was like the first time on Semester at Sea where I like really took a step back and I was like, wow, I'm doing something that's crazy. Like, never in my life would I have ever thought I would be in Marrakesh, Morocco on like a Tuesday with 20 people just exploring. Like, it was just such a what the hell is my life experience. The next day when we got picked up in a van that didn't even have enough seats for us, so somebody was always laying in the aisle, which was so illegal. We made this van a party bus, and we were just doing verbal karaoke the whole entire time. It was like one of the happiest moments. Also, everyone was just like singing and dancing. It was a long bus ride.
In the middle of our very long day of traveling to get to the actual Sahara Desert, we have been in the car now for like 3.5 hours, and we're on a little pit stop to go see a little viewpoint. The roads are just like super windy, going through like the mountains and everything, and there's always like little villages. This view's gnarly.
So Liliana and I were sitting next to each other when we were driving 10 hours into the Sahara Desert, and I think that was such a like pivotal moment in Liliana and I's friendship, where we had this time to get to know each other and talk about everything and anything. And it was like through these conversations that I learned how like deep and substantial of a person she is, while also just being so fun and uplifting and positive. And that was like one of my most memorable friendship bonding moments of this whole entire experience, was that 10-hour car ride. And Lil and I talk about it all the time. We're like, that 10-hour car ride was the best thing to ever happen to us, because we just got to know each other so well. I love how we can like appreciate what we're doing. So what Liliana and I always bond over, I feel like, is how what we're doing is so cool, and we are so fortunate to do this, and we like take away so much from it, and we have so much like deep love and appreciation for it. So I like love that. And then also like get fucked up at nighttime together, so that's like really fun, healthy, balanced relationship that we have.
How insane.
It is so pretty. It's actually so pretty.
Wow, living luxury.
Luxury living.
What the fuck? That's so pretty. At this point, I didn't know where we were. We went to this place that literally reminded me of the Narrows in Utah. Once again, another like, life is insane. This view is magical. Oh my God. Every place that you stopped, the people were incredibly welcoming, and the culture is just very inviting there.
We made it to the desert. That was funny, Blake.
Our driver was literally a nomad, and this was a moment that I will never get in my life again. Like, meeting a nomad, like, our lifestyles are completely different. But there we were in the freaking Sahara Desert meeting a nomad, and he was just telling us all about his life and how he literally grew up not knowing his age, because he had no concept of time or anything, and he just lived with his family, so all he knew was his family. Semi-nomadic people were the middleman between nomads and society, and so that's how they like got things, is through trading, and they had no concept of money or anything else. I don't think I stopped smiling. I was just so happy.
This is so cool.
Every start, we are born again. Open your heart.
We made it to our camping
Guys, we made it!
That we really had no idea what to expect, sort of, in a way, and then we showed up and it was like the most beautiful thing ever. So this is insane.
It was just so nice. And then like we all sat around, and then these workers played like all these like instruments and drums for us, and we were all just like up and dancing, and then we got to play on the instruments, and then we all laid out under the stars. Those stars were the most abundant, bright, beautiful stars I've ever seen. I've never seen more shooting stars in my life. There was this one moment in particular which was so special where we're all laying down in the sand, and all of a sudden we're all like, whoa! Every single one of us, besides one person, I forget who the person was, but everyone but one person saw this shooting star. It just lasted in the sky forever. And then we all got in the cars and headed back on our trip back to Marrakesh, where we stayed in a riad. This meal we had one night was taking forever. Hours we were waiting, and it was because this man literally went to the store, bought the ingredients for us, and then they came back and made it, and he was just running up and down the set upstairs delivering it to us. It was like made with so much love, such individualized like care. It was a really awesome experience there. And that was Morocco. In between Morocco and Spain, went to a few of the first cross-current lectures, which are these lectures that various lifelong learners, faculty, or staff would hold about a variety of subjects. On this leg, we actually went through the Strait of Gibraltar. I still can't say it. Every time someone said it, it was with like a different pronunciation, or they just wouldn't really fully say it.
But now we are all going to front of the ship to see the
Strait of Gibraltar! Welcome to the Strait of Gibraltar. Here we have Africa, and here we have Europe.
There's a lot to update y'all about. We're just playing. Mason fell, scuffed up the whole foot. Run everywhere. Run everywhere. Been out here for like 3 hours. Yeah, got people watching from everywhere. We're in the middle of 2 different continents.
Africa, my homeland.
Then we went to Spain, and let me tell you, Spain started off tough. We get to the airport, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't have my passport. So I'm freaking out. Like, not actually. Apparently my friends were like, you were really calm. We were like, why isn't she freaking out? But on the inside, I was freaking out. I think this kind of showed me like friends that are there and will support you and like stay with you when you need help. So like Corinna stayed back with me, which I know that's like not a big thing, but like when everyone else went through the gate, she was like, I'll stay with you, and I was like, no, it's fine. She was like, no, I will, and she just sat there with me, which really appreciated a lot, and it meant a lot to me. Sean, a little angel, was still on the ship. Oh, bing bong. Good afternoon. Hold on, I need to listen to this. Sean's still on the boat. I'm like, please, like, if he loses it, I don't care. He can have my passport. And so then finally, the dean gets on the phone with me. He's like, you need to email written approval. Sean gets in a taxi. He goes to the airport, and then we get on the flight, and we head to Ibiza.
Are you fucking ready?
Don't know where I am, because I'm just from Amsterdam.
And we ended up leaving at like 5 in the morning.
Marketplace City, Barcelona. Where else would you want to be on a Thursday?
So yeah,
and we're about to get 2 free drinks. I'm Kiki.
I'm Lola.
Tonight we're going crazy.
Me, Liliana, Corinna, and Piper just went shopping. Shopping in Barcelona is like insane. It is like absolutely incredible. It's so crazy actually how much I like remember from semester at sea, like these small details, because every moment you're just so in the present that I think it helps you recall memories a lot easier. My favorite like Snapchat from anyone on this trip was Zoe saying, "Let a man use my portable charger," and I fell asleep and he got off the train and took it with him. We got to Valencia, and Valencia was beautiful. Super young population, which was really cool to see. There was just kids and people everywhere, and it was a holiday for them there, so it was just really fun, and the energy in the city was really, really good. And at nighttime, we went to a salsa dancing class, and we all mobbed to a nightclub, Marina. This was the most euphoric night of my life. We were all at this club, all in the front, like 50 sass kids, and it started downpouring. And we were all just soaked, singing in the rain, Mamma Mia. It was a great night. And then on our walk back, Marley and Jackson Jeffrey just literally jumped into, started swimming in the dirty, literally pulled him and was like, "Get out of there." And we went to the largest aquarium in Europe, and there's this restaurant where you're sitting in the middle of a fish tank basically, and the animals all swim around you. So we get there, and once again, this was our 3rd time in Spain getting up and leaving a table without ordering anything, because we all realized we didn't want anything from there. So that was that. Spain. Loved it. It was so happy. And what meant the most to me in Spain was like combining music and people. The first day back on the ship, I'm deep in asleep when Allie comes into the room and is screaming, and she's like, Maggie, come outside. And I'm like frazzled. Like, I'm like, what the hell is happening? I throw on a pair of glasses and I go outside. We're looking out at this like boat, and we're like, oh my god, like what? Turns out, shot a flare gun, student on the ship saw it, went and told the captain. We stopped. It just made you want to cry. Like seeing this boat filled of people, like you didn't really know how many, just stranded. It was really emotional and like a really impactful thing to see. It looks like their boat was drowning. Holy shit, are we gonna see someone die? So many things just crossed through your mind, and it was a lot to see. Eventually, everyone's kind of out there just staring. You have like lifelong learners talking about if that boat were to go down, like I'm jumping off this boat and like going to save the baby that was on the ship. Like in binoculars, we could finally see like how many people were on this boat, and they were like all dressed up in all heavy jackets and stuff. They were taking selfies, which everyone's like, what? Like, what is happening? They finally go on the announcements and say, we've notified the Coast Guard, like they're coming to get rescued. And then that obviously is like really emotional, because yes, you are so glad that they're getting the help that they need to survive, because obviously they're not going to survive just on a little boat that's not working. It's also like, okay, what conditions are they being sent back to? Because your life has to be so awful for you to risk it to get to just a place where maybe it will be a better life. Like you're guaranteed nothing. And so that was a lot to see. Like you hear about refugees all the time, and like seeing it firsthand, it was just like really, really sad. And the fact that there was a baby was like really devastating. We all just kind of sat there. Who you experience these impactful emotional moments with is really important. In that moment, I was with Ray and Allie, and I just like vividly remember being with them for so long. I'm really glad that like those two were the people I got to experience that with, because it was a lot. It was emotional. They're just such grounding, calm people to be around, and like I feel so like comfortable around them. I didn't need comfort in that moment, I guess, but it was just having them. We just stood there for a few hours until the Coast Guard came and like started making their rescue efforts. So that was just like insane to see. Okay, I feel like no transition's a good transition from that, so we're just gonna cut to Croatia.
Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling when it's slipping through my...
I was so stoked to be going back to Croatia. I was already like, this is gonna to be the best country ever. Good morning, Croatia. This is such a pretty port.
Your dreams alive. Dream on. Your dream will come alive.
Hey, we're in Croatia. Beautiful city. I've been here for 5 minutes and it might be my
Croatia's a
favorite port.
country.
Oh, Dubrovnik.
It was the most beautiful port that we had been in yet. Like going from the port of Casablanca to Croatia, like Dubrovnik, it was day and night.
So this is kind of like a, I would say, almost like croissant roll. And it's like cheese, spinach. It's really, really good. And at peak height, it was probably like here.
She was
you know?
big.
Yeah,
she was
just
yummy.
imagine before the few bites we had, large.
She was a shower, not a grower.
Thanks for that, Piper. Everyone was just jumping. So I did it once, and then the second time I did it, literally tore my asshole apart. Like, I thought that my body was split into two. I had never felt pain like that before. It hurt, bro. Like, ow. But it's just like, once again, another euphoric moment.
There's a tiny head. Look, take the fingers in the pool. Last Friday night.
Corinna and I were walking through the street and we didn't know where to go. Like, asked this man for directions. Piper like jumped on this Croatian man's back.
I'm so sorry. Can I go to your back? Stupid drunk American girl. Stupid drunk American girl.
So we're walking through the old town of Dubrovnik. It's like the walk of shame. Like, we just blacked out and woke up there looking like that. So it's like a Monday morning. There we are walking through the streets, getting all these like side eyes and everything. Good morning. I feel this environment is really like cultivating of my love to be with people and sort of run myself into the ground. We got to Hvar. My mom's like, never jump off of me. Hey girl. Hey girl. Are you kidding? I love being in the water. The water's like my most favorite thing to be in. I could just swim all day. Like, put me in the ocean and I'm content. That's what we did all day. We just all hung out, blasted music, swam around. It was just such a happy day. If I could relive that day every single day, if it was Groundhog's Day, I would be content.
I'm having to live life without you guys now.
raining me right now.
Fine, it's
Oh my God.
nice.
I don't know how or a sage. All I can do is just tell you in this simple way. Yeah, I'm so in love with you.
And that was the end of Croatia. We had 4 days at sea between Croatia and Greece.
Megan's a wonderful, wonderful person, wonderful girl. But I will tell you this. You catch her on the ping pong table?
Stop. Too soon. I didn't even see that. Too soon. The game hasn't even.
Fucking destroyed her earlier. Tourney style.
Hold on.
Introduce yourself.
My positive psych teacher, Meg J, has been the most impactful teacher I've ever had throughout, I want to cry speaking about her. Most impactful teacher I have ever had throughout all of my educational experience.
Have patience with everything unresolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves, as if they were locked rooms or books written in a very foreign language. Don't search for the answers which could not be given to you now, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps then, someday far in the future, you will gradually, without even notice it, live your way into the answer. So that's my send-off advice for you. Short version is, don't look for the answers, live the questions. That's my advice for you in your 20s. And along the way, let me know how that's going.
Meg J really values experimental learning, and she said that from the start. She said, I don't think that a hard class correlates to you learning the most. Her class is a class in which I've learned the most and taken away the most, and it's the most applicable knowledge to real life. I just am so appreciative and happy to be there. Throughout semester at sea, I have learned how much I love learning, and I just want to keep learning and keep becoming a better person and keep learning about a diverse variety of subjects that I may not even be interested in, but it's still cool to learn about. Also, they're making an announcement. Oh my God.
Afternoon, Voyagers.
Oh my God.
This is Executive Dean Craig with an important announcement. I would like your full attention, please. I want to thank the community for responding positively to the ask of wearing masks recently. As of today, our numbers for positive COVID cases amongst passengers have increased by 10%. 2.6% of the overall shipboard community have tested positive. In our limited research, we do know ships have been turned around from ports when they have reached 3%. Let's continue to take care of ourselves and the community. Thank you.
Real time, gonna explain this. So currently sitting in quarantine while recording this, and I am a part of that 2.6%, but tomorrow I won't be. We had some really fun nights in between that leg as well. We all sat in a room and just prank called the boys, which was really, really just silly, and once again, you just felt like a child.
This is reception. Hi, is this Joseph Kane? Well, this is in regards to the incident in the pool that occurred the other day.
I have always dreamed of going to Greece. I was like, woo, yeah, Greece. And then we show up to Athens.
Liana.
Here.
Allie Wolf.
I'm here.
Piper.
Here.
Okay. Corinna.
A sweet, sweet text from your tour guide.
And it was everything I didn't think Athens would be. And then this was also the first day that we became really close with our two guy friends, Will and Marco. When all four of us are together, it's just goofy fun vibes. We just always have a good time no matter what we're doing.
On a nice walk in this lovely park, and Marco is putting on his
just gotta
headphones
get in the zone
to listen to music by himself. Oh my God, I can't believe my own ass.
Bless her heart.
Talking in southern accents, that became our thing. We spoke more in a southern accent than we did in our normal accents. We are on the walk off of the ship to go get in a taxi to head to the fancy dinner that we're going to. FTV for the vlog.
so fun, so exciting. When you have a field class tomorrow and you have to be on the ship in 40 minutes. For us, we just left that like random bar place in the middle of nowhere, Athens. Yeah.
Piper and I are like walking back. We're like, let's go. Like, we don't care about the boys. There's like a recording of me being like,
I don't care if they make it. I just want to make it. So I'm gonna get on the ship. Okay, so update. Oh my God. Update, we're through security.
That's the fastest.
Through security, there's ship. But we're not on it, and we only have 20 minutes.
No, Megan.
What if the line takes 20 minutes, baby?
Megan, please.
Good morning, guys. Today I have my first field class in Athens, Greece. It is for my public speaking class. We're doing all the historical sites, which will be really, really cool. And yeah, that's it.
Look at the Acropolis.
We just got to our Airbnb in Santorini. This place is mental. It's everything that you think it would be in real life. And look how sick our Airbnb is. I'll give a little tour. There's two parts of it. So like there's the part up there with the other girls, and then down here is another part of the Airbnb. Super cute little family area. Little kitchen. Right here we have one of the little like the man was there.
then the lowest moment of my life.
We are going to go horseback riding.
We went horseback riding. I had never been on a horse before. I was never allowed to go on horses because my aunt got thrown off of a horse, stepped on her face. But I was like, you know what?
We're going horseback riding.
Went in Santorini.
Can I go on a pony?
And you know what's funny is, at one point it was just Liliana, Piper, and me. And Piper literally was like, should we just not go? Should we just drink? And Liliana was like, yeah, should we just not go? And I was like, no, guys, we're going. This is going to be fun. And it was fun. I was having a lot of fun.
That's a nice one.
Hi, Mama Patty. Hey, Megan's going on a horseback ride. Let me introduce you to her horse. Megan, are you excited? Megan, you look beautiful. Look at you.
Everyone's confident. I'm confident. Then everyone's like, let's trot back. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm listening to Taylor Swift. My phone's in the horse's like pocket. We start trotting and I'm like, oh my God, this is actually the scariest moment of my life. How do I get this horse to stop? I have no control. I'm going to fly off. Next thing I know, I'm flying off. So I'm like, get your foot out of the stirrups right this instant so you're not dragged by your foot. Fall to the left of my horse. I lose my shoe and everything. Next thing I know, I'm on like this gravel. I can't believe that just happened. If I fell to the right, Haley's horse, who was behind my horse, literally would have stepped on me. I was like really freaked out. I was like, I'm not getting on this horse. Like, holy shit. Next thing I know, I'm on the horse. What do I know? Karma, Taylor Swift, still playing. All my friends were like, Megan, all of a sudden your horse is next to us. And then we were like, oh my God, Megan's not on the horse. And I'm like, yeah. So we're on this horse and I'm genuinely actually like traumatized from it. I didn't want to be on it. I was really scared. It's nighttime at this point. I'm like, this is not a beginner's ride. No beginner horseback ride should be in the pitch black. Boom, right in front of us. Fireworks. Pow, 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 pow. In my head, I'm like, I'm going down again. There is a low probability of you falling off a horse once, but the fact that it's going to happen twice to me, I should just call it quits when I'm ahead. So I'm fully ready to jump off my horse. The lady's like, try to turn your horse's head away, try to turn your horse's head away. Thank God they stopped in an unusual short amount of time for what fireworks should be. We're like going with precaution, not knowing if the closer we get to the fireworks, the more that are going to go off. If I learned one thing from semester at sea, it's that me and horses should never be a thing. And I'm fine with that. I did it, put myself out of my comfort zone. It was fun in the moment. It was like really, really fun. It was a good story to tell, but it was really scary.
Guys, it is 7:30 in the morning, and we are up. Oh my God, this is unreal. Like sharing that moment with Piper, Liliana, and Haley was just really, really nice. And it was like the classic everything I imagined Santorini to be and more. My time to shine, guys. BRB.
It's fine.
This is the real view.
Yeah, you're the real view, Megan.
there's Piper. Oh, you look so pretty. Hi. Look at the pretty princess. This day was a national holiday. They celebrate beating Italy in World War II. Piper, Liliana, and I had ourselves a day. It was just us three. Every moment that us three spend together is just a good moment. I love those two so much, and I love hanging out with them. And they can like get deep and have fun.
I just want to make an announcement really quick. I'm getting married tomorrow.
That was Greece. I had a ton of fun. It was really, really nice, but it just wasn't what I expected it to be. Having expectations is sometimes a bad thing because when things don't match up to it, you can be disappointed. But it's like, I still had a great time. It was still so much fun, but it just wasn't, if I were to rank countries, wasn't one of my favorites. So guys, it is Halloween. And we all dressed up because tonight we are doing like a whole night of ship activities for Halloween and having a night. It's beverage roses.
Yours looks so amazing.
I can't be the only one who hears you. Tears falling down at the party. Saddest little baby in the room.
We also had the lip sync battle for Sea Olympics. What's up, guys? We are currently at a fancy dinner. No one's here.
We came early for the bread.
Diving into the bread bowls.
For the good pecans of the bread.
This is the offerings of bread. A much wider variety than you get in the actual dining hall upstairs. Cheers. The service here is like actually insane though, and they treat you like royalty. We don't deserve it.
College kids don't deserve this.
What I pay.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the vlog. Right now we are in Cyprus and we're staying at this resort, and it's so pretty and the sunset's looking perfect. So yeah, peace.
Cyprus was basically our spring break. It was like halfway through the voyage, and it was just a little party port. This one day where we literally went around the whole entire island. You could go around Cyprus in one day because it's so small. And I lost my camera that day, so all the footage that I had that was sick, I don't have, but whatever. Goes to show everything in life is replaceable and life keeps moving on. What happened? Where are we going?
I don't know where we're going.
We never know where we're going on these things, but we just got done with lunch. And now we are heading to go hiking. Maybe it's just a walk.
Are we hiking?
I don't know.
We don't really know. No
Probably
one
just
knows.
walking.
Thoughts?
You just call us thoughts? We're in our field class and it's after yoga.
I didn't think it was on.
It's 3:45 in the morning and we are about to enter the Suez Canal.
Nice, beautiful morning.
So glad to be here experiencing this. Will, act happy. With my best friend, Will. Anchor's coming up.
Pulling up the anchor.
Here all night. Cute. Act like you love each other. So they lied to us and we actually are not entering the canal until like a bit after 5.
We got muffins.
Yeah, we did go and get muffins.
Star that's like, you can see it, so beautiful.
Why do you sound like a news reporter, bro?
been out of our friends, but we stayed here. It was raining for a little bit, but now it's stopped raining. The sun's gonna rise soon. It is 6 o'clock almost, so we've been up for almost like 2.5, 3 hours. And
You're gonna have to retake.
Now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me.
we're still going through the canal, and right now we're at like the narrowest part of it, and we're coming up on the part where the cargo ship got stuck.
Oh my god, done by hand.
Insane. Also, the water's so much bluer than I thought it would be, considering a lot of cargo ships. Pretty lit. Good morning, guys. I missed breakfast this morning because it is 9:13 in the morning and breakfast ends at 8:30. So I have a little granola bar and peanut butter cup that I brought. We just got back from Cyprus. So I'm gonna journal because I don't journal when I'm in country. But I want to catch up on all my journaling. My 1 question a day and then my actual like semester at sea journaling. So I sit up here, it's empty, no one's here in the mornings. It's really, really nice. It's like the only time you have like quiet time to yourself on the ship. I am heading to global studies. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I have that class from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
79, the president of
Fuck mud. Shakira. I never really knew that she could dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa. Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
Hey girl, I can see your body moving, and it's driving me crazy. And I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you right and left it.
Jordan was another country in which we traveled with a large group of people. As always, I say that as if it's something new when literally every country was such a large group. But I just love traveling in groups. It's such a fun and special part of semester at sea. Like, when in my life will I ever travel again with this many people?
Welcome to our 5-star resort, baby.
I think it said 3-star on the thing.
Such a cool experience. You always hear about the Dead Sea, but then being there, it's like, okay, that is really, really cool.
Good morning, guys. Today is our second day in Jordan.
It is very similar to the Moroccan landscape. Never heard of Wadi Rum prior to this, and it was sick. We pulled up at nighttime, so we couldn't really see what Wadi Rum looked like, but then we woke up the next morning at 4 a.m. Poor Eddie had terrible, terrible traveler's diarrhea while we were up in the hot air balloon, and I'm gonna tell the story. Eddie was wearing white pants, poor kid. He had to go to the bathroom so bad. People were literally giving him pashminas, and they were like, you need to use it, you can use it. Sorry, I had to share your story, but it was really, really funny. Poor Eddie.
We are about to go in the air balloon. They are blowing it up right now.
vlog? I'm back, baby.
Have you seen that meme? Guys, oh, B-roll!
Guys, that almost fell.
Lighter roll.
You won't go any higher?
Is it on?
Then we did a whole day like Jeep tour around Wadi Rum, which was really cool, just sitting on the back of Jeeps, all hanging out. Wadi Rum was just beautiful. Like, it was such a magical place that didn't even feel like you were on Earth. Later in the day, I drove to Petra, and we were really fortunate enough to be in Petra one of the nights when they did Petra by night. So the first time we saw Petra was by nighttime as well, which was cool because it gave us a contrasting experience to then the next day when we got to see it during the day. And we just spent a few hours in Petra walking around. It was so magical seeing one of the 7 wonders of the world. Like, it was unreal.
Definitely 7 wonders of the world. Definitely one of them.
Oh, cute. And that was just a really, really cool place. Like, Jordan was incredible. Hey vlog, what's up? I'm on a camel in Jordan. Welcome to Petra.
It's hot, it's humid, there's bodies out.
So we went, here's the fish, got slime.
Just made out with the fish. I just made out with the fish.
God.
I'm here for the culture.
Yeah. For Thanksgiving! The stretch between Jordan and Kenya was the longest stretch that we had yet. It was a 10-day stretch.
We can ride the elevator up and down.
No.
We can play Twister in the library.
No.
You can play with the ship, kids.
No.
You can play chess.
No.
We can go to the gym and work out.
No.
We can sit in the sauna.
No.
We can put our face in the weird hole.
No.
We can get a snack at the snack bar.
No.
We can go swimming at the pool.
No.
We can play ping pong.
No. But it was 10 days filled of so much fun. The Amazon Prime TV crew with the college tour came on the ship and I had my filming day. That was just so much fun and like such a unique part of my semester at sea experience. The fact that I'm going to be on a TV show is pretty freaking sick, and that we filmed it in the middle of the sea is even crazier.
Hey, quiet on set, please. 3, 2, 1, action.
There was the crew talent show. The service that they gave from day one throughout the whole entire voyage was literally insane. From the second day on, they knew your name, like every single one of them. They were always so nice, so kind. It really just like felt like we were all just one big family, which was really cute.
I got that, dog.
The grass bed.
Feel lift up. We celebrated Allie's birthday, and yeah.
out with the fish.
Since I was probably 10 or 11 or 12 years old, I really wanted to go to a country in Africa, and I used to write essays trying to convince my parents to let me go. My life goal was literally just to play soccer with kids. This was probably one of the happiest days of my life, where it was one of those moments where I was like, this is something that I've always wanted to do, and it's coming true. And living through that, I can still like cry about, because it was just a literal dream come true. We went to 2 different orphanages. At the first one, literally just played soccer, and that was something I haven't done in like 8 years. I was like about to give myself a heart attack because of how hard I was going. Those kids are so happy, and in my mind it didn't like register that they were orphaned. I was like, oh, they're just at school, they're gonna go home, but like, no, that is their life. And they were just all so happy despite the circumstances that they were living under. And I just played catch with this little boy for like an hour, and I could have just done that all day. It was just a really special memory of semester at sea. I'm really grateful that we had that day. Just put life into perspective.
An elephant.
I want to
cheetah.
see a lion. There's animal spotting. A lot of them. Far away.
They're eating. We see them. It's crazy.
I went on a freaking safari in Kenya. What the actual hell was my life? We went on so many game drives. We saw all of the big five, which also I didn't know what was before, but now I do. And the fact that we saw it was crazy. We saw one of 40 rhinos in this rhino sanctuary, which the guy was like so lucky that you got to see them. Like you don't always see them. And it was just so much fun. We all in our car sat up on the top the whole entire time, like for hours. We're just sitting up there, having so much fun, getting to know each other even more, just spending hours with each other while also just seeing these animals in real life.
Stop. Oh, shit. Right here. Stop. That's so sick.
In my head, I was like, oh, it's weird seeing them in real life instead of a zoo. And like, what? That's such a bad thought process. This is where they're meant to be. And it was so cool that we got to see them. Wow. Holy heck.
Look, this is the bar. And that's the view. Welcome to our crib.
That's so crazy. So crazy.
Are you kidding? Look at it. It's like coming out of the tree.
And it ends over there. This is so perfect. I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god. And now we've entered the safari land over here.
Oh, no. That's not it.
That is not it.
It was such a cool experience going on the safari in Savo East and Savo West. Last day in Kenya, I got COVID, which I was the only person in my friend group to get COVID. Riddle me that would happen to me. It was whatever. I was locked away in a room for 5 days. I only went outside like 3 times for like 10 minutes each. It was honestly fine. It was the first time though that I was alone in over 3.5 months. So that in itself was a really weird feeling and experience, being able to process this whole entire experience up to that point by myself. Yeah, I would have rather been out and about with my friends and stuff, but it was whatever. I honestly didn't get bored. I was really productive. It was really cute. My friends would call me on the landline in the room and we would talk for hours on end. So those days flew by. It was fine. It was like the best timing for something shitty like that to happen. This leg was also just really nostalgic. Is that the word? I don't know. Because there was only 2 sea legs left. Those couple of days were our last few days that we were going to be having on the ship. So it was kind of just savoring every single moment, making the most out of it, hanging with people for more hours in a day than you thought were humanly possible, living life and really being in the moment because it's coming to an end and we were all aware
aware of it. Everyone was kind of like on edge where you knew it was going to happen soon, but you also didn't want to talk about it, but you didn't want to be naive to it. It was just super duper bittersweet, those sea days.
We are in our last part of semester at sea and we're in India. Sadness vibes.
Finally, they're opening up the gates.
Good morning, voyagers.
Oh, I really thought we were gonna get a
opening up the port gates. Let's get off this ship.
Woo!
Good morning.
India!
In Spain, we did our salsa dancing classes, and in India, we did a belly dancing class, which was just so much fun. Like, these dance classes were just such a fun activity to do. So we did this when we were in Mumbai. Also, the whole thing about when you're in India, people coming up to you because you are blonde and white stood true. The amount of people that would come up to us and ask for photos was actually insane. Rickshawing through the streets of India was like another am I in a movie kind of moment where you were also questioning, am I going to die? But that line of am I going to die and this is the best time of my life was the best line to be riding on because it was so much fun.
Not the Taj Mahal yet, but yeah, it's gonna be great.
Holy motherfucker, so sick. This is so cool. What the heck? God damn. That's crazy.
In India.
Simone, how was that?
Incredible. See, I was speechless.
The Taj Mahal also just looked like a green screen, and this was one of those places that I never thought I would go to in my life, and then here I was. This was one of the last big things that we were seeing on semester at sea, and it was just bittersweet, beautiful, insane, out of this world. I can't even describe what it felt like.
Oh! Oh my god, actually? Is it happening? Oh, that's crazy. Let me translate that. What she's trying to say is that this is the last time we will be boarding the MV World Odyssey as a semester at sea student, but we're currently on our way to Dubai.
This is the last time.
This is it. No crying. Stop it. No, she's been crying all day. Megan, this is it. The last climb to the boat. Stop it. Do you want me to hold it for you? I got you. Go up. Walk up right now. I got you.
This is your last time ever walking.
Watch out. Sabrina's coming down.
I just got called on the loudspeaker. I'm so embarrassed.
Get up there.
I'm actually so sad. This is
I got you. Oh.
Wait, this is like the saddest thing I've done.
Aline! Brandon! Go Adriatic! Number one! Hey, go Red Sea! Brandon! Boom!
Get your ship card right now.
Spread the floor, Kevin. Spread the floor.
You ready? Yep. Go.
Taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man.
No way!
Really happy too. Good morning.
This is the prettiest damn sunrise
This is actually really
I have
pretty.
seen on this show.
It looks like a fun green screen. It is one of the last sunrises on semester at sea, and this is just insane. Sadness. Public speaking is over.
Yes, thank you so much for the classroom atmosphere.
Megan.
I'm complete.
Look at the captain.
Oh my fucking god!
It is alumni ball. And there she was, the most beautiful girl on the whole entire ship. Me!
That was sexy. Don't mess with too much, cause I'll be in your drain. That is adorable.
That is so cute.
So this is first to the students. We want to congratulate you on your voyage. Although the Fall 22 voyage is nearing the end, your semester at sea experience has just begun.
Take care of each other. I'm gonna miss every one of you. I'm gonna miss you.
Good morning. Today is the last I'm gonna cry. Good morning. Today is the last day on semester at sea. This is a sad view to wake up to. Everyone's bags. Oh no, my bill. Let's see what my final bill was. What? Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, that's my total bill. Oh my god, I thought that was my bill for like the whole entire month. It's the whole voyage what I spent. Oh my god, that just like scared the living daylight out of me. Oh my god, I was like, God. Hi. Hey.
Have a good day.
Bye. Yeah, it's crazy though. I was like, now my bags are gone.
Is the story you tell yourself. Okay, so when we think about this today, don't think about...
Guys, it's my two best friends hanging out for the first time. Last day. I'll miss sitting next to you, Pepper.
Play this whenever you miss me.
Some may say that's the view. But this is the real view. Bam, 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 bam. B-roll, cut to the B-roll. Last day, best day.
So, on the World Odyssey, I hope you make the most of it. Thank you.
You look so bad.
I didn't really know you.
We what?
No, that was Cliff.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Oh, what's the name? Wait, that was when you were...
I'm like, it's just your face. It's solely on your ass and arched back. That was so cute. Adorable. Oh, here,
This is Megan looking cute with the sunset.
Is that a better one?
Last day.
You guys, yeah, they're already clean.
Last day.
Really? Yeah.
Megan's been crying a lot.
ooh. Oh, the camera's gonna die. That's really symbolic. Last dinner at Lido. Heaven, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
Bummed, but as Dom said, it's just the start of everything. You know, we're all staying in touch.
Sipos,
What?
how are you doing today?
Great. It's my 15,000th journal entry, so hopefully this one's better.
How are you doing today? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I played basketball for the last time today, and it was really fun, a little emotional. I left it all out on the court, you know.
Molly, how are you feeling today?
I'm good, but sad. Like everyone else has said, this is only the beginning, and I'm so glad I've had this experience with everyone by my side.
How are you feeling today?
I'm ready to go home and see my mom and my dad and my horse. But I love Sass.
Maddie?
How am I feeling today? I'm sad to leave everyone, but I'm excited to go home for Christmas. So, but bittersweet.
Megan?
I'm very, very sad. I feel like it hasn't hit me that we have to say bye to everyone tomorrow, but
I'm really excited that I'll get to go home.
I think it'll be nice to just.
How are you feeling today?
I am a little bit emotional, really sad. Packing was a lot, but I'm super excited to be in Dubai, spend a little bit of time with my best friends, and then Egypt after, but I can't believe it's over.
Joe, how are you feeling today?
I'm ready. Ready for land.
As you're like looking out. Oh my. Corinna, how are you feeling today?
Emotional. Happy but sad. Grateful. Privileged. And excited for what's to come.
How are you feeling?
Or you can run down. I'm feeling a lot of emotions, and no one will be able to understand it except for my friends who went on semester at sea with me.
How are you feeling?
I don't want to live. I'm never leaving this shit. You have to drag me off this shit.
Ellie, how are you feeling?
I'm having so much fun today. This is so genuine.
Dom, how are you doing today?
I'm a little sad, but it's not an end, it's the beginning of something great.
Yeah! How do you feel today?
Oh my God. Feeling right now grateful, as Paul Meyer said. Grateful for you, for this. I don't have any perfect words, but I'm happy to be here, enjoying the last night with everyone. Been a surreal experience, transformative, amazing, life-changing. Look at the sunset.
Oh, Jim's little smile.
Don't worry, you got one right here.
How do you feel today?
I feel all of the emotions at once, and also none of them.
So numb.
I'm just
so
kind of ignoring it at this point, but I don't know. I've had a lot of just like looking around and just everything, and seeing everyone out. It's really fun. It's the last one. It's the last sunset. There's a lot of lasts happening.
And it's perfect. It's literally perfect.
Literally perfect sunset. Rise sunset.
Yep. Ryan, how do you feel today?
He's gonna cry.
No.
He cries, I'll cry.
No. I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, I already cried.
It's a happy day.
There's a lot. Wait, what was the question?
How do you feel today?
Oh my gosh. I feel sad, happy, all the emotions. This is my favorite thing, looking at the sunset. I've done this countless times, and this is the last
one. How do you feel today?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I mean, can't complain. Look at the sunset. Looks amazing.
How do you feel today? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling as if life's only going to get better from here, you know? That's what it is. Like, everyone's saying this is the peak of our lives. No, it's only getting better. We've made friends for a lifetime here. We're just, like, all vibing. We've really come together as a community. And I'm ready for one last port to get off and get on with the rest of it.
Good morning, guys. It is the last morning on semester at sea. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm so excited to hug everyone for the last time, watch the last sunrise.
I can't see where I'm walking. My favorite boy.
All passengers to go to the Union who have not picked up passports at this time. Thank you so much.
Shout out to the best roommates ever who let everyone in their room always. Last time seeing the pool.
This is depressing.
The strongest brotherhood there ever was.
much and carry this with you forever. Thank you.
This is my last time in my cabin. Bye, Liliana.
Bye, guys. It's gonna be crazy. See you on the outside.
It's been a pleasure. Will!
Yes.
Yes!
Thank you.
Last thing.
Thank you so much.
Attention on the ship. As the ship ID out throughout the process. Passport, ship ID, they will take your passport. AG&C.
Thank you.
It is time. AG&C. Keep it head to deck 3.
Last time ever walking off the ship. This is so sad. Here are all of our luggages. I'm just on vlog mode. We are at the top of the Burj Khalifa right now. Dubai's superiority complex is like through the roof. They have to have like the tallest, the fastest, the bestest, everything. And because of that, it was just the most utopian society I have ever seen and been a part of. So we spent a few days there after we disembarked from the ship and stayed in an insane Airbnb with a beautiful view of the Burj Khalifa and just spent our time there doing literally everything. Like Piper and I hit every single thing that you would want to do in Dubai. It was just a really nice country to end semester at CN, and it was a good time. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We are skiing in an indoor mall in Dubai. This is sick. Let's go. We're actually swimming.
He be riding on the wave, I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays. You ain't ready for the eighth.
This was the first Christmas that I've also ever spent not at home, which was a really strange feeling and experience to have. But we spent the day with Liliana's family just at a beach resort, and it was just a really nice Christmas.
Tonight's our last day in Dubai. Bye.
All I can do is just tell you